Hello, Fear Meerkat here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play A Timely Intervention. As far as I can tell, this is the last cave left, so I'm really hoping that this entrance into where they're trying to get to is in this cave. This path looks like it might go on further. It might indeed, but we can't reach it. But not even if we try jumping, it is too dangerous. But it's our last chance, there are no other caves. I'm deeply sorry, but we cannot get to that path, and even if we could, we don't know that we'll go all the way through to the other side. But we must! Otherwise I'm trapped here forever. They will never know when we are, so they won't come for us. Have you thought that maybe they couldn't come for us anyway? That maybe by using the platform when it wasn't stable, really have wrecked things, like you said on the beach when we arrived. Yes, of course, I thought of that. Alone, awake in the night, I've thought of it often. But suppose, just suppose, they can come for us, and we did nothing. What then? We haven't done nothing. We've done all that we could. There are no options left. We're trapped here then. We both are. I'm sorry. Move out of the way. No. Let me through. Let me through. No. You mustn't run off now. You need to be with us. I will not let you run away. Let's go back out into the fresh air. We can think better there. What am I doing? Osric, tell me, what am I going to do now? I don't know. We'll think of something. But for now, let's go outside. Come, it will be best if we leave. I suppose so. But first, it would be best if we grab this. And then it would be best if I check our status to see if it's worth fighting these things to get up another level. Yeah, it might be. For some of these characters it might be. Okay. I might fight one or two things on the way back, but there's probably not much point in showing that off. I will see you in a minute. It's getting late. I think we should stop, make camp, and get some rest. You look tired. There's a good spot down near the entrance. It's sheltered and quiet. Elisa, I know you're upset, but you'll feel better after some food and rest. Honestly, you will. You're probably right. Let's go and find that spot then. Seems the only thing we can do. I don't know if I will automatically. Ah, yes. Alyssa. Looking back there will not help. It won't change anything. I can't look back and I can't look forward. I have nothing now, no past. My future's gone from me forever. Maybe when we had a little time to think, some way will be found. And if not, would it be so very bad that you stay here? Make this your new home? You forget, Osric. I know what's coming. I could have been very careful to say nothing to you and Elfrida about what we know. But war is coming, and it will be terrible. If I survive that, what then? Radus is a writer, he can write anywhere and his skill is needed there. Me? What have I got? I know about computers, something that doesn't exist yet. Oh, and now I know how to hit things with a stick. Very useful. But you have shown yourself resourceful. I'm sure that you'll be able to make a life for yourself here. You mentioned while we walked that you're good with numbers. We are not. You can teach us. Osric, think about it. You know the number of mistakes I made, so that you thought I was a demon. Other people will see those, will think that my life will be short, probably end very hastily. Alyssa, no, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go and join the others. Get some sleep. Oh, Alyssa, how can I persuade you? I suggest a change of plan. We can accompany Alfred to see High Priest Orderic. You can rejoin your regiment. Let's go and see them off, as it were. Yes, alright, we can do that. It's not as if we have urgent plans we need to carry out. I can put on my smiley face. Poor Alyssa. Forgot there that she's supposed to sound upset. Never mind. I know that there are things we have to do before I go to High Priest Orderic. I can wait until then. Oh yeah, we're supposed to... Are we supposed to go to... Okay, I'm not going to read that. What are we supposed to do? Oh, I see. The camp isn't in Berwyn. That's where I was confused. Halt! No entry into the camp by civilians. I wish to speak to the commanding officer. He is at the military HQ. I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave. There's another officer I can speak to. What's going on, soldier? Frederick, is that you? It's me, Osric. Osric? Move out of the way, soldier. Osric, it really is you. I can hardly believe my eyes. Here you are walking around unaided. I've been blessed with the work of a skilled healer, and now I've come to rejoin as a tracker. And you'll be very welcome after the peace conference is finished. Peace conference? Huh. You do well to sound surprised, we all are. None of us can work out why High Lord Tormundrick has called it. But we've been told to halt the recruitment process until it is over, so as to appear to be interested in peace, and there's nothing I can do to change that order. Then all I can do is to accept the delay. It'll be interesting to see what this conference achieves. Alyssa, it looks as if I should be able to help you for a little longer after all. I mustn't come to rely on him. I mustn't. He will still be leaving soon for his regiment. I must be about my duties, but I should look forward to you rejoining us. You were one of the best trackers we ever had. I think it's time we moved on as well. You never said anything about a peace conference. You know, we've not said anything about your future. That way you can't make a mistake, because you've learned something you shouldn't know. Besides, I didn't think it was important. It didn't achieve anything. I thought it happened later than this. I think it is right that we don't know our future. It is best that way. Alright. I nearly said okay. But now we should get you to the High Priest Orderic. They certainly like adding Rick to the end of names, don't they? At last we're here. I feel a little emotional, finally arriving at the most important shrine of all. Dragons? Yep, I'd definitely say they're dragons. They are symbolic dragons. They represent the powers within their strength, their great age, their wisdom, and their mystery. I certainly go along with the mystery part. Don't mind him, he's a born skeptic. You carry on with your explanation. There isn't much else to say, really. The Shrine Council act together to ensure that the wisdom and protective aspects of the powers are made available for the people. They preserve our most important knowledge and memories. That's quite some responsibility. Yes, it is. I'm surprised there wasn't a boss in those caves. Excuse me, I'm looking for High Priest Hodrick. Where will I find him? Ask the monk at the door. He knows who is here and who isn't. Thank you. I've come to see High Priest Hodrick. Where will I find him? If he is available, and I stress if, you'll find him in the shrine offices. Ask all the monks inside. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. That's runes as well. Do you require any assistance? Yeah, I've already read this. You know what it says. Speak to the doorkeeper at the top left. That is the way through to High Priest Hodrick. Thank you. I'm Alfreda from the Luminous Shrine. I've come to speak with High Priest Hodrick. I'm sorry, but Hodrick is very busy at the moment, and a visitor arrived only a short time ago. He will not see you. Please, would you at least ask him? I've come such a long way to see him. Oh, very well, but this is a waste of my time and yours. If he says no, we'll find a way of sneaking you in. I hope that won't be necessary. When I told the High Priest your name, he immediately said to enter, so please follow me. Come in, I've just been hearing all about you from Abbot Windrick. The Abbot has been describing how you reversed the damage Argmahen did. If it was Argmahen who did it, I am impressed. Thank you, but that is not why I've come here. I've come to give you this, which was found in the cave near the Luminous Shrine. Duick, the priest of the shrine, thought it best to give it to you. Thank you, my child. In normal times this will be a moment of rejoicing, as this amulet went missing many years ago. But these are not normal times. Danger, possibly even disaster, presses in upon us. Do you mean war with Khared? I do indeed. The High Priest has called a peace conference, though why is anybody's guess. I, as a representative of the Shrine Council, am called to help mediate between the countries, but Khared and Etivek do not believe the Council is neutral because we are based here in Rimmer. Quina is hostile towards us, though we do not know why. No one trusts anyone else, and without some trust there can be no negotiation. That is indeed worrying. But I do think there is something we can do to help. Possibly not, but I was struck by the way you acted in the face of the unknown. I'd like you to go to Berwyn and simply observe. Perhaps something will occur to you all. We can do that, yes? Elfrida, are you alright about delaying your return to Duick? Yes, you understand, I'm sure. That is a good suggestion, Abbot. But Berwyn is full of visitors at the moment. We have a private room at the Southgate Inn. Say to Imedric that he is to give you the token for it. You will then be able to stay there. That will make things a lot easier for us. Thank you. And now, if you excuse me, there's a meeting of the council in just a few minutes. We'll be leaving then. Goodbye. I don't know if she gained a level just through talking to him. I'm cool with it if she did. High Priest Hodrick said that you could give us the token for the Southgate Inn. Very well, here it is. Please return it when you have finished with it. I've lost several this way and I don't want to lose another. We will. I wonder if this person is selling stuff. If there's a war, I will have to return home. My family will be pleased, but I'll be bored on the farm, I know it. Okay, it's a shame that I haven't found anything for that boy who suddenly eats everything because of the curse. I was hoping I'd have found something to complete that quest by now. There's the inn. It couldn't be easier to find. I'd like to look around, see what Berwyn was like. Or I suppose I must get used to saying is like. Plus, if we'd had to do what Hordrick and the Abbot asked, we need to speak to people, find out what's been happening. That's true. Huh? Did you see that? Someone was staring at us and then ran off. Perhaps we look a bit rough. After all, we've been a long time on the road. Maybe, but it was odd. Not only have they been a long time on the road, but they're still wearing the same clothes they were wearing before they set off. And I'm pretty certain it's been several days. I hope she went up this way, because if not, I have no idea. Hey, have you seen a weird one? Worst luck, I'll keep this job until I'm discharged and home without ever having a scratch on me. I will only show off a bit of dialogue if it turns out that it was useful. But it seems to me that first the best place to go is somewhere where healing items would be best first. I'm probably not going to show off myself getting items. Okay, well I've spent enough. They don't have as much money as the other group. I haven't found anyone that's useful to talk to yet, but never mind. Anyway, at last Alyssa has something better than a stick to kill people with. I need to find someone who's going to give me useful information, but I don't know where I would find them. Halt! Go no further. All civilians have been cleared from this quarter. Roderick, it's me, Osric. What's going on? Why can't we enter? Osric? You're the last man I expect to see here after your injuries. It's good to see you on your feet again. As for what's happening here, the Ectovikian ambassador is getting very nervous. High Lord Tom Mandrick, for some reason, is keen to keep him happy, so security is being increased. What do I expect to happen? If the people are hostile to anyone, it's coward. I know that, you know that, but the ambassador doesn't. So tight security, and I'm sorry, but you are not an exception. That's fine, I did not expect to be. We'll be on our way. Alright, I was hoping for some useful information there. Now what? It doesn't look like we're going to find anything useful in here. Do we sneak back in? Don't think this is going to be possible. If we're able to do anything useful, we need to be able to recognise small signs. I'm going to ask you to change your mind about telling us things we don't know. What happened? Look, we can't talk here. Anyone could overhear us. Let's finish looking around the town, see if there's anything else we can pick up on, and then I'll tell you when we're at the inn. That sounds sensible to me. Then that's what we'll do. Not sure where we'll get more useful information from. I really like these things we find out about Havoc's thoughts. I wonder. Probably can't go this way, but halt! All civilian access to military HQ is prohibited until the end of the conference. There will be no arguing with the North Hour. Ah, that baby knows nothing. Either that, or it knows everything, and it's cleverly not saying anything about it. I am now suspicious of that baby. Funny enough, I've never actually heard a baby say goo goo gaga. Okay. Perhaps there will be someone in here who knows something. I assumed I couldn't get in here, but before you ask, with all the people here for the conference, I have no empty beds. None. Well, permission from High Priest Hordrick to use the shrine's room. Here is the token. It looks genuine. Your room is upstairs on the right. As guest of the council, I shall serve your meal in your room myself. I thought the innkeeper would never leave. Nice meal though. Now that it is left, will you tell us what you know of the events that happened? Or should I say events that will happen? I am finding this confusing. We find it confusing too, and we've had longer to get used to it. But to put things as briefly as I can, Quina was appointed Commander-in-Chief, and according to our history books, it was more than 6 months before the peace conference was called. So there's our first difference. It looks like the history books are wrong. Either that, or you've already changed history. Well, a few details. It didn't last long. Ettervek left first, saying they were not involved. Kawad left the next day. After that, Quina increased the army, and 3 months later, war began. There are lots of small skirmishes, and then a big battle which Quina only just won. After a short pause, the war continued for another 2 years until a truce was declared. But nothing was really resolved. In all, we fought for 50 years before Kawad accepted that we were completely independent. But in 1,000 years since, we have never really had peace. Ever. This is a sad tale, and one that is hard to listen to. I do not yet see how knowing this helps us. I think we need to sleep and let our minds rest. Today has been a difficult one, and I do not think we'll be inspired with anything tonight. Although it's still early, I'm so tired I could fall asleep at this table. We can't allow that. So let us stop now and rest. We could all do with some sleep. And as soon as I can save, I could do with some rest from this game. See, there you are. Where have you been? I've seen her. I do not need to answer to you, but for your information, I have been surveying our route. Security has been increased, and I needed to know that we can still reach our objective. And who is this she that you have seen? The woman who went missing from the facility when the first transporter was used. I came back to tell you, but you weren't here. Was she alone? What did she appear to be doing? She had just arrived here in Berwyn and was with a group of people. The strange thing was, though, I could swear that one man in the group was wearing modern clothes under his jerkin. That's not possible. You must be mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken. I looked very carefully. As no one else from the facility is missing, he must be an accomplice from outside. Whether there's one person or two, there's no longer any time for them to do something that can significantly affect the sequence of events. They're now an irrelevancy. But we need to be on the move. I don't want to be here when the others come back and have to explain why we are going out. Are you ready? Of course I am. Let's get into position. I doubt it's already too late. Because there still has to be a plot. That guy, Hodrick, is that his name? He's not gotten them into the conference room. If the historical records are correct, he was supposed to act as mediator, but it didn't work. For once it looks as if the records are correct. But if he doesn't get them up here, how do we make our move? We may have to make a rush for it, but let's wait and see. There's plenty of time yet. My lord from Tomadrick, that high priest is achieving nothing, as you'd expect from someone who trades on superstition. Your hatred for superstition is well known. It should not blind you to the man's abilities. The forces of distrust are against him. Has anyone found out what Quina truly intended by moving the city regiment to the western province? Ha! I can tell from your faces that you haven't. It's his home province. He must be up to something. Lord Tomadrick is being exceptionally gracious with us. Be on your guard. He must want something. Most welcome guests. We might have your attention. I'd like to invite you to move now into the conference room so that our discussion can begin. I'm still consulting my advisors. We are not ready. I too am not yet ready to begin. I have important matters to examine first. What was that? Well, that was pretty empathetic. It looks like we could be in for a long wait. I'm not sure what it will achieve, but let's go outside and see what is happening. Do you see what I see? Yeah, but you're not looking like... you are looking like this and good. Derwin, what are you doing here? My friends, it is good to see you. And to answer your question, we are here because of you. Huh? I gave my word that if you ever needed our help, we would have it in full measure. That time has come. We received word of the peace conference. Without us, it will fail, and you will suffer deeply, so we came to fulfill our word to you. I'm honoured that you wish to help us, but I do not see how you can. Come with us, and you'll see. It may be that we'll fail, but we must try. I would rather save and stop, but okay. Halt. No man may enter here. I am Elf Lord Derwin, and I have come for the peace conference. I have not been informed that you are attending. I have now informed you. Stand aside. Yes, sir. In history books, no elf attended the peace conference. There is no mention of them at all. They are only here because of what we have done. You have changed things. Yeah, I suspect the fact that they couldn't have children anymore, and all of the children were gone, and their race was basically doomed, probably got in the way of their going to the peace conference the first time. That's scary. Scary but useful. What is going on here? Who are you, and how did you get in? We have never met, but you have heard of me. I am the Elf Lord Derwin, and I am here to attend the conference. Forgive my bluntness, but this is too important a matter to risk obscure speech. At the moment, this conference will fail. No one here trusts anyone else. Let us deny it. Let us not deny it. It is as plain as the beard on my face. In addition, Ettervik thinks it is not really involved in this business. Is that not so, Ambassador? Well, put it like that, yes. Kawad fears it will become isolated and then overrun by Rimmer unless it stands firm now. Is that correct? Yes, it is. And you, High Priest, are distrusted by Ettervik and Kawad because you are located here in Rimmer. Krina distrusts you because he thinks that the people's belief in the power is holding them back. You are the symbol of that belief. In short, you have no authority with anyone. It is painful to admit, but yes, you're right, I cannot fulfill the role of mediator between them. But I can. As a race, we are too small to threaten anyone. Half a regiment would wipe us out. We have no direct interest in the success of any nation. What we need is peace so that we and all peoples may thrive. So do you. It is your business. We have no power. What we have is the wisdom that comes from many, many generations. This and our neutrality is what we have to offer. If you wish to discuss what we might do to achieve peace, join me in here, so that we can speak openly. We will have no advisors or scribes listening to us. I appeal to you, the future of your countries lies in your hands. It might be right that it is our business. I can afford a day or so to look at our problems. I can't allow pride to close off the possible path to prosperity. If they are in there, then I must go too. Please stand aside, Adric. What the hell is going on? None of this happened. It has now, and the reason is standing at the other end of this hall. Look, it's her, the woman from the facility. Alyssa, I think you might have some explaining to do. You could say it all began when Praedus complained that his feet were hurting. Okay, this is going to be a long episode. Never mind. I felt a jolt. Is that why you're here? No, I can tell you by your face that it is not. I was going to have you arrested and shot for treason. I even have men waiting outside. But what will be the point of doing that now? What point indeed, though I'd not have been the first you were moved in that way. True? True. Do you think the jolt means that your troopers have succeeded? Maybe. We do not know how long it will take for a definite change to ripple down the timelines, especially Timeline 3, which is a crucial one. We cannot yet know if that was the forerunner of the big change or the whole of a small one. Do you mind if I wait here for a bit in case this is a moment? I'd like to see the sky right up to the end. By all means, Minister, we can wait together. Can you catch anything of what they're saying, Hodrick? No, there's too much background noise with everyone talking. Have you thought that if the peace conference succeeds, our mission will have been accomplished anyway? Don't be a fool. Of course it won't. Our task is to make sure Quina is removed so that it cannot lead Rimmer to disaster. If no war starts now, that just leaves him in place to start one at another time. That stupid woman has made things even more difficult for us. I don't think any of her actions were deliberately aimed at us. So what? The effect is the same. Would you please arrange for some food to be brought into us? We are likely to be some time. Perhaps I can make myself useful organising this. Please excuse me. I've decided. You stay here. I'll leave you to judge whether assassinating the ambassador now will achieve anything. I doubt that it will, but you may never know. I know that it's a bad idea to like any of them, but I really dislike him. You can rely on me for that. Jylland has a total singularity of purpose. That's the problem with him. He's not thinking here. He's got a mission and he's going to achieve it. Whether he has to make excuses for why it's still necessary or not. I'm off to ensure that Quina is removed from command. Off? Where? And what do you intend to do? I'm going to the Western Province. Why there? Do you remember what Ard-Mehen said about the artifacts of the Ancients? He said, possess them and you possess the world. And think about how Quina arranged for the artifacts in the shrine to be destroyed. I think he fears something about it. Wulfric told us that most ruins from the Ancients are in the Western Province, so that's where I'm going to look. With even one of them, I can remove Quina and keep Rimmer out of war. But who will replace him? Why, me, of course. No, I've got to find a way to stop him. I would really like her to find a way to stop him because I don't want this to go on into a long quest all the way to the Western Province. Yeah, I'm not hungry, I'm pretty tired, but I can't really leave until I can save, so... I've played my part, now it is up to you. They're waiting for you. I've done all I can. I think we can leave now. Does no one know who these people are that Derwin is talking to? No one? Then find out. She's at the centre of this. Maybe I can use her in some way. Wait! I know who you are, I know where you're from, I must speak with you. That's not possible, who are you? That's a question I'd like to hear the answer to as well. Oh, hell. The time has come for truth. Yeah, but the problem is the truth is a lot less easy to believe than a lie. But it must be the truth. I know it will be hard for them, but nothing else will do. Here goes, then. It is a strange tale, but some of the things in it help to make sense of Jylland and Kate. Then let us hear your story, Kate. It is very simple. Using the first transporter made the system start to collapse. We had to decide what to do very quickly. We wanted to come back and prevent this war ever happening. We hadn't yet decided how that was going to be done, but with the system breaking down, we had to come back while we could and see what we could do once we got here. So that's why the military were involved. I told you they were, but you said we. Yes, where is Jylland? That's the problem. He thinks the only way to make Rimmer safe is to get rid of Quina. He's, well, it's like this. He's gone to the Western Province to find any artifacts and ancients may have left behind so that he can take Quina's place. Well, it doesn't surprise me that he wants to be the great leader. That's him all over. He's no more likely to find artifacts than any of the other people who've looked. That's where you're wrong. We know that in the area you call Western Province there must have been something very powerful because there's a huge area of devastation. Something caused it and it wasn't the weapons you have now. I agree it must be stopped and you have to be the ones who do it. You know him, you know what he might do. Just like that, we go off on a wild goose chase because one guy has a crazy idea of being leader. Yes, that's right, that's exactly what you do. I say we do it. If there's even a small chance he finds something so destructive, we have to stop him. I'm afraid, but I think you're right and I'll go with you. Look at everyone's faces, I think we all will. Then we'll set out in the morning. Let's get some sleep now. It will be a bit squashed in here, but we'll manage. It's a good thing we're staying here. We don't have a room for the night, the other inn is full. I hope I can rely on Kate's devotion to Rimmer to keep her mouth shut. Derwent and the others have left very early. I didn't hear them go. Owls are silent in their movements. That's one reason why they're such good trackers. Speaking of trackers, unless we move soon we'll lose all trace of Jilland. True. We better get a move on then. Okay, well, I'm sorry that lasted so long. I didn't expect so much dialogue. I'm going to end the episode there. I will see you next time.